What's up, Clashers? Welcome to Helsinki, Finland. Oh, wait, that's the wrong video. Okay, so welcome to another Galadon gaming video. We're talking about Barbarians, and we're going from mass to rush to surgical Barbarians in today's episode, starting out with an attack of my own using 3 camps of Barbs and 1 camp of Bombers, and you might recognize the defender. That is none other than Ninja Heroes from Savage Huts. He was in that Clan Leader versus YouTuber tournament, and he's been playing pretty actively since then. I've run into him a couple of times, and we'll see how this works out. This is the case of the absolutely most clutch Barbarian you may ever see. So get ready for it as we work our way in. We're trying to avoid the crushers. There, we just have 1 bomber left, and we've got to get this center wall down. It all hinges on the bomber surviving long enough to open up. Here it comes, the center wall. 1 more shot. There we go. So now we've got a chance at a 2-star, which really is what we're shooting for here. The battle machine, these Barbarians, not quite going to get the job done. As you can see, rushing in. Those Barbs go off to the left after the multi-mortar, and look how close I get. Right here. Is that almost invisible health left? But check out the last Barbarian. 1 shot from the Barbarian, and that was it. 1 unit, 1 shot, 1 kill, whatever you want to call it. And we just barely managed to grab the victory over Ninja Heroes. We'll show that just confirmation real quick. There we go, and we're moving on. Okay, so we're talking about Barbarians. This is the official or the fake BFA. I don't know. It's one or the other because his clan is both. But this is Cody Cow from Night Mode Clash using a similar strategy but against the diamond base. So you'll see coming from the top left, also doing his best to avoid the crushers and also critically getting through that inner layer of walls. That can be kind of tough with these Barbarian attacks, getting those bombers to last long enough to get through that interior wall. But if you do, then you're almost always going to grab the 2nd star right here. Cody Cow doing it. Battle machine takes down the builder hall. That's 45%. Barbarian's going to do the rest around the outside, getting the 2nd star. And another solid attack using what is most commonly referred to as Barb Rush. But a lot of players prefer to be a little more surgical, a little more tactical about it, because they see this as more of a spam attack. So we'll get to that in just a moment. We've got Cody's 2-star 71% right there. We will move on to another player from Night Mode Clash. This is Celebeat Chaos going against this box base. And you'll see again, Barbarians being used to distract the other defenses so that the bombers survive. And in this attack, the battle machine goes in a little bit later, and you can see he is going to path after the builder hall without going after a crusher. And again, that is super important in this attack. You want to try to grab that angle if you can. If it exists, then maybe it's a good base to use Barb Rush against. From the left-hand side this time, the battle machine is on the builder hall. He does just fail to get it down, but the Barbarians do the rest. And again, you can see the 1st star for the battle machine. It's up to the Barbs to grab the 2nd star. They will more than easily. He had 9 Barbarians left after the builder hall went down. Plenty of Barb rage power to get a pretty high percentage 2-star. And before this attack wraps up, just like the last one, Celebrate Chaos, a 71% 2-star. And even at the very top of the leaderboard, that is almost always going to be enough to grab the win. Now, yes, these are Builder Hall 6 attacks, but this can be a very effective strategy down at lower Builder Halls as well. Right here, Blade from Night Mode Clash 9 goes in with nothing but Barbarians, no Giants, no Bombers, no other support units except for a level 1 battle machine. And as you can see, he's going against another variation of the diamond base. A little bit of an advantage because he's got an archer tower under construction. That is always going to be something you want to look for, especially if you're at the level where a lot of players are still upgrading. Use that to your advantage. Oftentimes, the defense that's under construction will determine whether you come from the ground or from the air. And also, if you come from the far side, the strategy there is you're trying to get those most potent and active defenses out of the way early. not worrying as much about that on the far left. As you can see, the battle machine, the Barbarians, in after the builder hall. There is the second star, and they continue to work their way through this base. Just 3 ground defenses stand between Blade and a 3-star win. Not quite going to happen, but by the time this attack wraps up, a very solid 78% 2-star, more than enough for the victory. All right, let's go ahead and move on and talk about more precision, or surgical barbarian, as Locke likes to call it. Now, the first phase of this attack is just a lot of barbarians moving in, taking out these outer structures, and also tanking for the bombers. But watch as the bombers get to the second layer of walls, and the barbarians have cleared out pretty much every defense on the outside ring. So there, the base is wide open now, straight to the core, and in come the remaining barbarians. He had 16 of them left. 2, 3, 2, 3. He's being very careful about where he drops them and how many, but also trying to drop them at about the same time. That is helpful because then obviously the defenses are distracted on one group or the other. It would be much easier to drop 2 and then wait, 3 and then wait, 2 and then wait. You can do that with archers because they have the cloak, but the barbs don't, so they really need to come in and all get the damage done at once. Right here, good enough for the Great Locke to grab a 59% 2-star victory. So mass barb, surgical barb, barb rush, whatever you want to call it, barbarians are doing work in the builder base. Thank you guys, as always, for sticking around watching the whole video. I truly appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you come check me out live streaming on Mixer.com, where I give out gift cards every stream. I'll see you there for some full attacks. Galadon, how about a gift card for a plate of $17? Come on, buddy.